Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Faruk Jaki. I am a college student at Pinasarana Informatika Cikarang. Now I study at the management department. Here I will explain my opinion on smoking in the campus area. Smoking on campus can have a negative impact on health and the environment, as well as disrupting the welfare of the academic community. Here are some opinions about smoking on campus. 1. Smoking can have a negative impact on environmental health, such as air pollution and waste. 2. Smoking can have a bad impact on the smoker health, such as chronic lung disease, stroke, and heart attack. 3. Smoking can interfere with learning achievement because the nicotine in cigarettes can affect brain function. 4. Smoking can cause anxiety and depression. 5. Smoking can damage teeth and cause bad breath. 6. Smoking can cause dependence. To create a smoke-free campus environment, preventive efforts, education, and healthy behavior programs can be carried out. Some things you can do to avoid smoking are avoid hanging out with friends who smoke. Rest assured that cigarettes are not the only way to socialize. Don't be embarrassed to say that we are not smokers. Look for more information about dangers of smoking. Avoid everything related to smoking sponsorship, advertising, posters, free cigarettes, and do other positive things such as exercise, reading, and other healthy things. Smoking has a very dangerous impact on health. Quote from the Hello Sehat page. Cigarettes contains more than 7,000 types of dangerous chemical, where this chemical pose a serious risk to health, including the risk of developing a disease, the risk of developing bone disease, and the risk of developing other diseases. Apart from that, cigarette smoke can also damage body organs, especially the lungs. Based on research, smoking behavior often occurs in academic environments, such as campus. Smoking on campus has a significant impact on the health of individuals and the community around campus. Smoking behavior has a negative impact on people who don't smoke, namely through exposure to cigarette smoke. Prevention of smoking behavior in the campus environment can be ignored, with the health risks posed by smoking. It's important for educating institutional to take concrete steps in creating a healthy, smoke-free campus environment. Oke, di sini saya akan menjelaskan tentang simple present tense. Simple present tense is a type of tense to express events that are currently taking place. The meaning of the simple present tense comes from the word simple, which means simple, usually done, and present means now. Tense itself is a verb that shows the time of an event. The simple present tense is generally used to explain events that have become a habitual action. The verb used in the simple present tense is the first form of the verb one. Konsepnya, the simple present tense is a verb tense used to express fact or general truth and daily activity. Jadi dia menggunakan kalimat fakta atau kalimat yang biasa digunakan dalam kehidupan sehari-hari. Thus, the simple present tense can also be used to describe something or someone. Dia juga bisa menjelaskan tentang seseorang dan tentang sesuatu. Misalkan dia itu adalah seorang guru, dia itu adalah seorang tentara. Tuh. Terus characteristic features, the predicate is in the form a bare infinitive. That is the third person verb in this sentence in the letter s, is, or is. If in a verbal sentence there is a question sentence, then the word do or does must be added. Then a subject must be added. Meanwhile, non-verbal sentence begin with to be, am, or is. In simple present tense sentence with a negative form, you need to add the words don't and doesn't. If there is a verb that ends in s, is, it must be omitted. Untuk fungsinya ini bisa dijelaskan di general truth or generalization or facts. Contohnya, the sunrise in the east and sets in the west. Matahari terbit di timur dan tenggelam di barat. Yang kedua, habitual or daily activity atau kejadian berulang-ulang. Contohnya, Miss Anna sometimes teach English in the afternoon. Miss Anna sedang mengajarkan bahasa Inggris di sore hari. Yang ketiga, express feeling and emotion. Contohnya, feeling I'm sad to hear your bad news. Emotion, I always thankful because I have a great best friend. Untuk feeling, dia sedih gitu. Saya sedih mendengarkan berita terburuk dari kamu. Untuk emotion, saya mengucapkan terima kasih karena mempunyai teman terbaik. Terus yang keempat, the schedule even in the near future or familiar with future condition. Ini untuk memprediksi masa yang akan datang, masa depan lah istilahnya. Terus contohnya, the train depart at 8 AM. Dia akan sampai, kereta ini akan sampai pada 8 pagi. Tuh. Terus ada bagian-bagian dari simple present tense, ada verbal dan nominal. Untuk verbal, dia menggunakan verb one. Untuk positif, ada subject verb one is plus object. Untuk negatif, ada subject dengan tambahan do, does, not, plus verb one plus object. Untuk yang pertanyaan ada do, does, subject plus verb 1 plus object. Jadi untuk yang pertanyaan ini rumus kalimatnya terbalik. Jadi do, does ada di bagian pertama. Terus untuk penggunaan verb s or s hanya digunakan jika subjeknya kata ganti orang ketiga tunggal. Contohnya ya she, he, it, name atau benda tunggal. Jadi ada I, we, they dengan are dan she, he, it, name dengan is. I, we, they dengan do dan she, he, it, name dengan does. Untuk contoh pertama di kalimat positif ada we go to campus every morning. Di sini menggunakan verb 1 yaitu dari go yang artinya dia pergi ke kampus setiap pagi. Jadi kejadiannya itu dilakukan secara berulang-ulang. Terus untuk kalimat negatif we don't go to campus every morning. Jadi dia tidak pergi ke kampus setiap pagi. Terus untuk kalimat tanya do we go to campus every morning? Apakah dia akan pergi? Apakah kita akan pergi? Bukan dia, kita akan pergi ke kampus setiap pagi. Jawabannya pasti yes. They do. Yes, we do. Atau or. Terus example 2 di sini ada Adi smokes in the campus now. Di sini menggunakan tambahan s plus es. Ya. Jadi dia menggunakan nama, kata ganti nama. Adi smokes in the campus now. Tapi tetap dengan tambahan verb 1 plus s or s. S-E-S. Kalimat negatif Adi doesn't smoke in the campus now. Kalau ini tidak memakai tambahan s atau es karena jatuhnya ini di kalimat negatif. Untuk kalimat tanya does Adi smoke in the campus now. Nah dia bertanya apakah Adi merokok di kampus sekarang. Bisa no he doesn't atau no he does. Untuk nominal simple present tense. Di sini ada tambahan menggunakan to be untuk nominal. Jadi kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia itu merujuk pada dia adalah seorang. Di kalimat positif dia menggunakan subject plus is, am, are plus complement. Yang negatif menggunakan subject plus is, am, are plus not plus complement. Yang tanda tanya ini terbalik ya. Tanda tanya. Jadi is, am, are-nya si to be-nya ini ada di depan. Baru dengan tambah subject plus complement. Contoh untuk yang pertama yaitu she is my sister. Menggunakan tambahan to be di sini. Itu she is my sister. Kalau untuk kalimat negatif she is not my sister. Dia bukan saudara perempuan saya. Terus kalau untuk kalimat tanya is she my sister? Jawabnya bisa yes, she is. Yes, she is not. Untuk example 2 they are in Pare. Mereka ada di Pare. Terus untuk bedanya si sama they ini merujuk pada I, we, they. Yang jatuhnya itu are atau am. Terus untuk negatif they are not in Pare. Jadi ada tambahan not sini. Terus untuk kalimat tanya, are they in Pare? Apakah mereka berada di Pare? Jawabnya yes. Yes, they are. Tuh. Terus untuk karakteristik of simple present tense, adverb of frequency. Di sini ada always, often, usually, generally, habitually, seldom, rarely, once a week, month, year, twice a week, month, year, sometimes, now and then, on and off, every day, every week, month, year, from time to time, never. Contohnya, Miss Anna sometimes teach English in the afternoon. Jadi di sini ada kata sometimes yang biasanya dilakukan berulang-ulang kali. Terus di sini ada does he often come here with her? Apakah dia akan datang di sini bersama saudaranya gitu, bersama dia gitu. Terus yang ketiga ada we are not usually busy on Sunday morning. Kita tidak biasanya sibuk di minggu pagi gitu. Sini ada sometimes, ada often, ada usually yang menggunakan verb one. Di sini ada teach dengan tambahan s atau s, teach. Terus di sini ada come, dan di sini ada busy, sibuk. Jadi di sini menggunakan verb one sebenarnya, terkecuali di kalimat positif ada tambahan s atau es karena dia menggunakan nama ya, yang gabungan dari si he, it, name. Oke. Thanks for watching.